We're back with more Your Kentuckiana at Home, and I'm here with Stephanie Clements, the owner of Rising Tide Marketing and Events and the publisher of the Homeowners Resource Guide. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Now, I love this guide. It's such a great concept.
Well, thank you. We get great feedback from the realtors and homeowners that are using it, so it was obviously something needed here.
And for those that are not familiar with this publication, why don't you tell us what it's about?
Okay. I started this company 2.5 years ago based on my own need, trying to find some good contractors, and felt like I knew a fair amount of people, but still struggled to find dependable, quality people that either returned calls, finished the job, or actually did it right and guaranteed their work. So with that process, I decided to research it and make it available to others. And it has just really grown, and we have really increased the use between the realtors that we work with, because we distribute totally through realtors, and then the homeowners, and knowing that they can trust the fact that if they call somebody, they're going to get that returned call, they're going to have dependable service, and know that it's going to be done right.
And how do you vet the people that are in this book?
We do an interview with every single business. We ask a series of questions. We require that they give us certificates of insurance so that then we can keep up with the fact that if that insurance expires, that they renew so that everybody in here stays fully insured. Then we go online and we check reviews. We require that they have been in business for a little while, and then we're checking Google, we're checking house.com, we're checking BBB, Facebook, and multiple sites, and we require they have an A+ or 5-star rating.
Well, it's really nice because you've already done the work for us.
Right.
You've done the research, so everyone inside this book you can count on.
Yes. So all you have to do is either go to the website, pick up the book, and make the phone call. You're ready to start. You know that you're going to get that quality, and that they're again, they do it right. I have people ask it, do you have a cheap painter? No, I don't. I have people who do business right and are going to show up and put in a full day and make sure everything flows the way it's supposed to.
And how do people get a copy of this guide?
Well, it's in every realtor office in the Jefferson-Oldham County area, but if you don't need a physical copy of it, you can also go to our website at homeownersresourceguide.com, and everybody is listed on there so that you can find it, just right at your fingertips there.
This is just one aspect of your company. You have events too.
We do. We do events for realtors or through real estate professionals. So anything from golf tournaments to open houses and galas, Halloween parties. We do a lot of different things to connect realtors and homeowners and contractors.
All right, well, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
We'll be back in just a moment with Laura Haskell, who is a real estate agent in the area that has used Stephanie for some of her events and loves the resource guide. We're back with Laura Haskell and Laura Daugherty, and you're the owner of this gorgeous home, and you're the realtor with Kentucky Select Properties. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having us.
Now, you guys are huge fans of the Homeowners Resource Guide, and you've used it to paint before.
I have. I've found quite a few different vendors through the Home Resource Guide that I believe I would not have otherwise found. And I've had some bad experiences going through the phone book or word of mouth, but Home Resource Guide has really helped us find some great resources for painters. We've had our gutters done, yard cleanup, things such as that. It's been great.
And you have used Stephanie's company on a multitude of levels because you just had an open house here with her Rising Tide events.
Stephanie organizes many of my open house events for me. My job as a realtor is to be out selling, so sometimes that kind of planning takes up a little too much time. Stephanie does a great job for me. She also handles all my social media, but the way we met originally was the Homeowners Resource Guide. I think as an agent, one of the most frustrating things for me is when you make a recommendation and they don't show up, and it makes me look bad. I've had more than one challenging experience in that regard. So I think Stephanie really filled a niche with the Homeowners Resource Guide for our area that makes life so much easier for me because I can refer with confidence. And she has vetted all these folks. She's got all their insurance certificates on file. It also sort of takes me as the agent out of that loop, which I really like. You know, I can just hand this to my client and then they with confidence again. So that's one of the things when Lori called me to list, you know, I always do a walkthrough with my clients and we'll make a small item of maybe some deferred maintenance. Everybody's got it, you know, that needs to be done. So that's kind of how Lori got brought into this, was with me. And I like it because I can private label it and I give it out at my open houses and, you know, fall festivals that I might be working.
Well, it's been a great help for me. I know that.
That's awesome. Yep.
So this house is for sale. Let's tell everybody about it.
It's phenomenal property in the Estates of Beckley Crossing. I think this is one of Louisville's best kept secrets for luxury homes. You've got a lot of luxury homes. It's kind of an enclave neighborhood, if you will, a boutique neighborhood. Not a ton of properties. Most are surrounded by common area. So you have a lot of green out here, which is fantastic when you have homes of this size. This one in particular is just shy of 10,400 feet with the lower level. Hand built, essentially. All the trim that you're going to see in this house was hand milled on site. The kitchen cabinets here behind me are a solid knotty cherry rather. And what I like about that is a lot of the cherry cabinets that I see in homes, they turn really red. But this is a natural knotty and it stays a little more brown, which gives you a more timeless finish. There are some exquisite details in this house that you won't find, I've never seen in any other ones. You know, kitchen cabinets were in excess of $100,000. All the lighting fixtures have been upgraded. We have 5 to 6 bedrooms, depending on how you want to look at it, and I'll explain that in a bit. We have 7 full, 2 half bathrooms, 3, 4 levels, really, if you want to count them all. But master is here on the main floor with an amazing view out the back. And we look over Floyd's Fork, the back of the property line, which is like being on vacation. You can hear the water running when it's been raining.
Nice.
We have on the second floor, there are 3 secondary bedrooms. All of them have an ensuite bath. We also have a media room there and a music room, which is open to the foyer and was built intentionally for the acoustics if someone wanted to have a piano in that room. Then we have a 3rd floor suite. You know, if you have guests for Derby or that kind of thing, you know, it's a perfect place to have their own family room, a desk. It's like a hotel, really. It's beautiful. So, in the lower level, I mean, there's no lack of space here. You can play all night long there. No one would ever even know you were here, I don't think. A gorgeous pool in the back, all the exteriors, essentially maintenance free.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today. We've really appreciated being in this house. It's so gorgeous. We'll be back with more Your Kentuckiana Home in just a moment.